girls across the nation ought to eat this up. Babe, I know that it's your soul, but could you bottle it up? Get down to the heart of it. No, it's my heart. Your shit out of your luck. Don't make me tell you again. Love, love, love.
Hey,
Love, love, love.
I do love.
Love, love, love.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Snick here, and today I'm bringing you back to my channel with some Advanced Warfare gameplay. I don't know exactly what, honestly. I just had a story come to mind and I thought I'd share it with you, so I threw up my green screen and I was like, hey, let's fucking do this. Yeah. So I wanted to share my first time with you guys. No, not my first time, but the first time I got arrested. You sick fucks. But the first time I got arrested, I put it in quotations because I was very young. I was never put in handcuffs, but let me set some background story for you guys. Basically, I got into a lot of trouble as a kid. Not like crazy amounts of trouble or just stupid little things. And my mom was a smoker. I used to steal her lighters and light fires. You know, I started off small, lighting like little sticks on fire or little papers and watching them burn in the barbecue. I know it sounds stupid, but back then I was a kid. I mean, that's what we did. I didn't have video games or anything like that. So that's what I did. I would steal my mom's lighters and just light shit on fire. And it kind of like got addicting, like, oh, let's set this on fire and let's set that on fire. And my friends started coming along with me to see what was flammable, I guess you could say. I got burnt a lot. I would burn plastic bottles. Just whatever would burn. I don't know, something about it. I just love watching stuff burn. That's kind of weird now that I think about it, but that was just my thing. That's what I did. And he asked if I could get him a lighter, so I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. My mom has tons of them because, yeah, smokers usually have more than one lighter because they always lose them. But so the next day, I get off of school, or we both get off of school. We get off the bus and he's like, hey man, you want to go light some shit on fire? I was like, yeah. He's all, you got a lighter for me? It's like, yeah, I got you, man. So I was like, I'll meet you at your house in like 30 minutes. And I don't know why, but for some reason my mom was off. And why did I ride the bus home if my mom was off? That's fucked up. Anyways, so I wrote, that's besides the point. Sorry, I got a little off track there. So I go home. I go to the restroom because my mom kept her cigarettes in a box in the medicine cabinet with, I don't know, cigarettes and her lighter, and that's just where she kept her cigarettes for some reason. And so I went into the restroom to go to the bathroom, and I took her lighter. I didn't smoke. I wasn't a fat kid, but I took her lighter. I walk out of the restroom and she's standing there, and she's like, hey, I've been having a lot of lighters go missing. Have you been stealing my lighters? And I looked straight into her eyes. I was like, fuck no, I don't have your lighters, Mom. No, I didn't say that, but I was like, no, Mom, I'm not stealing your lighters. Or maybe you're just losing them. She's like, yeah, that's probably it, because, I mean, smokers tend to lose lighters quite a bit. But, so I was like, yeah, she believed me, and I walk out the door like a cool guy. And I go to pick up my friend. Well, not pick him up, but I walk to his house or his apartment, whatever you want to call it, and knock on his door. And he's like, man, I'm ready to go do this. It was his first time popping his cherry. Let's go. But this is where it gets a little crazy. So I don't know why, but we had just like an abundance of porn magazines. I don't know where we got them from now that I think about it, but we just had an abundance of them, and we stashed them like in a tree. You know, being kids, we thought we had good hiding spots. Anyways, we get like a whole bunch of those magazines, and we find a dumpster behind, I think it was like a bank at the time. It's no longer a bank. Oddly enough, it's now a smoke shop. So I don't know how that happened, but so me and my friend start lighting these magazines on fire and throwing them into the dumpster. And the dumpster had, like, where I'm from Arizona, we have these things called mesquite trees. And when you cut the branches off, they dry out really, really quick. And they have really small leaves on them. And those things just, they burn like that. Like if you were to light a cotton ball on fire. And so me and my friends are just or friend is just lighting these things on fire, tossing them in, and before we know it, we look in the dumpster, and I'm talking about a huge dumpster. We look in the dumpster, and there's just flames shooting out of it. We're like, oh shit. And I don't know the coincidence, but a cop, an off-duty cop, he wasn't even on duty. He was he was in the drive-through to the bank, and I start seeing him back up, and like, oh shit, we're about to get caught. So he backs up, and we try to start running, but we had our bikes, so we had to go back for our bikes, and then by the time we're on our bikes, he's already out, and he's like, what are you guys doing? And we're like, oh, nothing. And there's just a fucking huge ass fire behind us. And so he had to call the fire department to get it put out. And he also called the closest on-duty officer. And oddly enough, we didn't have cell phones back then either. So oddly enough, my stepbrother just happened to be walking out of the apartments. And the cop called him. He's like, hey. He's all, we need you to go call the cops, call this in. He told him what to say and stuff like that, who he was, and to get people down here ASAP. And my older stepbrother, he looked at me, smiled, and he took off running. He couldn't wait to go tell on me. And so basically the fire department got there. They got the fire put out, and the cop came. So the cop threw our bikes in the back of his patrol car. And I wasn't cuffed. He never cuffed us. We weren't of age. I didn't even know my birthday back then, so that's how stupid I was. But I had to have been 7 or 8. And the cop drives me and my friend to my apartment. I don't know why he took me first, because my friend's apartment was closer. And he knocked on the apartment door to my mom, or to my apartment. My mom just happened not to be there. I don't know where she went. Maybe to go buy more lighters. But the cop started walking back, and he started telling me, all right, boy, your parents aren't home. We're going to have to take you to juvie. And I was like, oh, no. And at that exact moment in time, I see my stepdad starting to come around the corner, and he looks in the patrol car like, what the fuck are you doing back there? And I think I started, no, I never cried, but I got real scared, and I'm like, oh, shit, I'm going to get my ass beat by my mom. And so the cop told him what I did, that we had a pretty big fire going, and it was all bad. But I never really knew what happened to my friend. We weren't allowed to play together for a long time, that's all I know. So, I don't know why that story popped into my head, but I thought I'd share it with you. I thought it was funny, yeah, that's what I used to do as a kid. I didn't know my birthday. I set shit on fire. I just set shit on fire, Captain. And I didn't know why. I just like watching shit burn. But if you enjoyed my quote-unquote arrest video, please be sure to like the video. It helps me know that you guys are enjoying my content. And rate, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. And I'll kiss your mom on the lips. So until next time, this is your boy Snick signing out. Peace.